15 psychological tricks to make people like you immediately. Determining the exact reasons for one's attraction towards another person is a challenging task. It could be attributed to various factors, such as their charming smile, quick and clever sense of humor, or the effortless comfort they bring. The mere presence of the person simply resonates with you. However, scientists typically seek more precise explanations and have dedicated years of research to identifying the specific elements that contribute to interpersonal attraction. In this compilation, we have gathered some captivating discoveries they have made. These insights will provide a fresh perspective on your existing friendships and assist you in forming stronger and more meaningful relationships at a quicker pace. 1. Copy the person you're with. This approach is known as mirroring, wherein individuals subtly imitate the actions of another person. When engaging in conversation with someone, experiment with replicating their body language, gestures, and facial expressions. Referred to as the chameleon effect, this phenomenon occurs when people unconsciously mirror each other's behavior. This unconscious mimicry actually fosters a sense of liking and connection. Furthermore, studies have shown that individuals are more inclined to express their fondness for a partner who has been mirroring their own behavior. 2. Spend more time around the people you're hoping to befriend. Based on the mere exposure effect, individuals have a tendency to develop a liking for others who are familiar to them. A compelling illustration of this effect comes from a study conducted by psychologists at the University of Pittsburgh. 4 women were assigned to pose as students in a university psychology class, with each woman attending a different number of class sessions. When male students were shown photographs of these 4 women, the participants exhibited a stronger preference for those women whom they had encountered more frequently in class, despite the absence of any personal interaction. 3. Compliment other people. The way you describe others using certain adjectives can lead people to attribute those same qualities to your own personality. This fascinating phenomenon is known as spontaneous trait transference. An enlightening study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology demonstrated that this effect persists even when individuals are aware that the traits mentioned do not actually describe the people who were discussing them. In essence, the way you speak about others has a significant impact on how you are perceived. If you depict someone as genuine and kind, others will tend to associate you with those same qualities. Conversely, if you consistently engage in negative talk about people behind their backs, your friends and acquaintances will gradually link those negative attributes to your own character. 4. Try to display positive emotions. The concept of emotional contagion refers to the phenomenon where individuals are significantly impacted by the emotional states of others. A research paper conducted by Ohio University and the University of Hawaii suggests that people have the ability to unconsciously absorb the emotions of those in their vicinity. The authors propose that this occurrence may be a result of our inherent tendency to imitate the movements and facial expressions of others, which in turn evoke similar emotional experiences within ourselves. If your objective is to create a sense of happiness in those around you, it is advisable to make conscious efforts in expressing positive emotions. 5. Be warm and competent. A theory known as the stereotype content model, proposed by psychologists from Princeton University and their colleagues, suggests that people tend to assess others based on their perceived warmth and competence. According to this model, if you are able to present yourself as warm, displaying qualities such as friendliness and a non-competitive nature, others are more likely to perceive you as trustworthy. On the other hand, if you demonstrate competence, such as having a high socioeconomic or educational status, people are more inclined to regard you with respect. Amy Cuddy, a psychologist from Harvard, emphasizes the importance of initially showcasing warmth followed by competence, particularly in professional settings. In her book Presence, Cuddy explains that, from an evolutionary standpoint, it is vital for our survival to ascertain whether a person is deserving of our trust. 6. Reveal your flaws from time to time. As per the pratfall effect, people tend to develop a greater liking for you after witnessing you make a mistake, but only if they already perceive you as a competent individual. The act of revealing your imperfections enhances your relatability and vulnerability, fostering a stronger connection with those around you. The initial discovery of this phenomenon was made by researcher Elliot Aronson at the University of Texas, Austin, during his study on the impact of simple mistakes on perceived attraction. Aronson conducted an experiment where male students from the University of Minnesota listened to tape recordings of individuals taking a quiz. Interestingly, when participants performed well on the quiz but accidentally spilled coffee towards the end of the interview, the students rated them higher in terms of likability compared to those who performed well on the quiz without any mishap or those who didn't perform well on the quiz but spilled coffee. 7. Emphasize shared values. Based on a seminal study conducted by Theodore Newcomb, it has been established that individuals are more drawn to those who exhibit similarity to themselves. This phenomenon is commonly referred to as the similarity attraction effect. In Newcomb's experiment, he assessed the subject's attitudes towards controversial subjects like sex and politics and then arranged for them to live together in a house owned by the University of Michigan. By the end of their cohabitation period, the subjects expressed a greater liking for their housemates who held similar attitudes on the measured topics. Interestingly, a more recent study conducted by researchers from the University of Virginia and Washington University in St. Louis revealed that Air Force recruits exhibited a higher affinity towards each other when they shared similar negative personality traits, as opposed to when they shared positive ones. 8. Smile. In a study conducted at the University of Wyoming, approximately 100 undergraduate women were presented with photographs of another woman in 4 different poses: smiling in an open body position, smiling in a closed body position, not smiling in an open body position, and not smiling in a closed body position. The results indicated that the woman in the photo was preferred most when she was smiling, regardless of her body position. In a more recent investigation by researchers from Stanford University and the University of Duisburg-Essen, students who engaged with each other using avatars reported a more positive perception of their interaction when the avatar displayed a broader smile. As an additional interesting finding, a separate study suggests that when you first meet someone, smiling plays a role in ensuring that they remember you later on. 9. See the other person how they want to be seen. Individuals have a tendency to desire recognition and validation that aligns with their own self-perceptions, a psychological phenomenon known as self-verification theory. We seek confirmation of our beliefs about ourselves, whether they are positive or negative. In a series of studies conducted at Stanford University and the University of Arizona, participants with positive and negative self-perceptions were asked to indicate their preference for interacting with individuals who held positive or negative impressions of them. The participants with positive self-views showed a preference for those who held favorable opinions of them, while those with negative self-views favored critics. This inclination may be attributed to the fact that people tend to seek interactions with individuals whose feedback aligns with their established identity. Additional research suggests that when others' beliefs about us align with our own, our relationships with them tend to flow more smoothly. This is likely because we feel a sense of understanding, which plays a crucial role in fostering intimacy. 10. Tell them a secret. Self-disclosure can be considered as one of the most effective techniques for building relationships. A study conducted by researchers from the State University of New York at Stony Brook, the California Graduate School of Family Psychology, the University of California, Santa Cruz, and Arizona State University examined the impact of self-disclosure on relationship development. College students were paired up and instructed to spend 45 minutes getting to know each other. Some pairs were provided with a set of questions that gradually delved into deeper and more personal topics. For instance, an intermediate question could be, how do you feel about your relationship with your mother? Other pairs were given more casual small-talk questions, such as, what is your favorite holiday? Why? At the conclusion of the experiment, the students who engaged in the increasingly personal questions reported a significantly stronger sense of closeness compared to those who stuck to small talk. You can also apply this technique when getting to know someone. Begin with simple questions, like asking about the last movie they watched, and gradually progress to more personal topics, such as learning about the significant people in their life. By sharing intimate information with another person, you increase the likelihood that they will feel closer to you and be more inclined to confide in you in the future. 11. Show that you can keep their secrets, too. Researchers from the University of Florida, Arizona State University, and Singapore Management University conducted 2 experiments that shed light on the significance of trustworthiness and trustingness in relationships. The findings of these experiments revealed that people highly value both trustworthiness and trustingness, particularly when envisioning their ideal friend and ideal employee. Suzanne Degges-White, a scholar from Northern Illinois University, elaborates on psychologytoday.com that trustworthiness encompasses various components, including honesty, dependability, and loyalty. While each aspect holds importance in fostering successful relationships, honesty and dependability have been identified as the most essential qualities within the realm of friendships. 12. Display a sense of humor. A study conducted by Illinois State University and California State University at Los Angeles uncovered that a sense of humor holds significant importance, regardless of whether individuals were contemplating their ideal friend or romantic partner. Furthermore, researchers from DePaul University and Illinois State University conducted another study that revealed the positive impact of using humor when initially acquainting oneself with someone. In fact, the study suggested that engaging in a humorous activity, such as having one person wear a blindfold while the other teaches them a dance, can amplify romantic attraction. 13. Let them talk about themselves. Recent research conducted by Harvard scientists has revealed that discussing personal experiences and sharing information about oneself can elicit a sense of inherent reward, similar to the satisfaction derived from food, money, or sex. In one study, participants were placed inside an fMRI machine and asked to respond to questions regarding either their own opinions or the opinions of someone else. Each participant was accompanied by a friend or family member who waited outside the fMRI machine. Depending on the experimental condition, participants were informed that their responses would either be shared with their companion or kept confidential. The results demonstrated that brain regions associated with motivation and reward exhibited heightened activity when participants shared information publicly. Interestingly, these regions also showed activation when participants discussed personal matters even without anyone listening. In essence, allowing others the opportunity to share stories and experiences about their own lives, instead of dominating the conversation with one's own narrative, can lead to more positive recollections of the interaction for the other person involved. 14. Be a little vulnerable. According to Jim Taylor from the University of San Francisco, the level of emotional openness between individuals can determine their compatibility and connection. However, Taylor acknowledges that being emotionally open carries risks, as it involves vulnerability and uncertainty regarding how one's emotional expression will be received and reciprocated. Despite these risks, it may be worthwhile to take the leap. The aforementioned study conducted by Illinois State University and California State University at Los Angeles revealed that being expressive and open is highly desirable and important in both romantic partners and friendships. Therefore, whether someone is seeking a romantic partner or a friend, the presence of expressiveness and openness remains a crucial aspect for fostering a meaningful connection. 15. Act like you like them. Psychologists have long been aware of a psychological phenomenon known as the reciprocity of liking, which suggests that when we believe someone holds a favorable opinion of us, we are inclined to develop a liking for them as well. A classic study from 1959, published in Human Relations, exemplifies this effect. Participants were informed that certain individuals in a group discussion were likely to have positive attitudes towards them. These individuals were chosen at random by the experimenter. Following the discussion, participants indicated that they felt most favorable towards the individuals who were purportedly fond of them. More recently, researchers from the University of Waterloo and the University of Manitoba discovered that when we anticipate acceptance from others, we tend to exhibit warmer behavior towards them. Consequently, this increases the likelihood of them genuinely liking us. Hence, even when uncertain about how someone feels towards us, displaying genuine fondness towards them can elicit reciprocal liking from their end. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.